It's carried. Thank you very much. And the next is the Spreydon-Cashmere Community Board, Carolyn Potter. And Lee Sampson is with you today? Yes, he is. Bye, Lee.
Bloody access. Kia ora tātou. Before I start, I'd like to just beseech the council that when the build of the netball and futsal stadiums start occurring, if they could just look at disability access, which is disastrous at Ngā Pūnawai, and I'm not using that word. I'm using that word advisedly, and shameful at Ngā Pūnawai, and it would be great if the netball and futsal communities reversed that in terms of the development of their part of that project at Ngā Pūnawai. I asked them outside if they'd be considering it, and they had heard me talk about disability access to that facility. I want to mention before we start the amazing, out of the blue, fruit and nut maps, the trees mapping that the council has done and produced. I think this is an amazing thing. It's a thing that I wouldn't have even thought of doing, and I applaud the imagination of the staff who did think about it and did it. It would have been a project that would have taken some time as well. I think it's so imaginative, and contrary to the council's current trend, I would produce hard copies of this and put it in the induction packs of the university students. I can see this being on the wall of every loo in every disreputable flat in Christchurch when the universities come back to town, and that would be a connection with the university students that councils seldom make in real life. They would think that this was a great thing, and I can see them in the fruit seasons raiding these trees and setting out on hunting expeditions. I think it would be something that would really connect with them, and councils seldom do that. Is it you or me that's first up? I think you're first up.
Okay.
Sustainable Garden Awards.
Significant projects in our area. Similarly to other boards, we've got our edible and sustainable garden awards. We're just going through a phase of doing our assessments at the moment. The great thing about this is we're getting different people coming up and making applications. We've got 29 this year. But yeah, great to see new people coming on board with that. So we really enjoy that event.
We haven't got the photographs up, which is a blessing actually, given how many photographs the staff, contrary to my advice, have taken of certain people. And embarrassing. So the less we say, oh no, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's the Christmas party, which is always a really good thing at Spreydon-Cashmere, and we always enjoy seeing the people. Biddy, who's a woman in our area, a force of nature, didn't turn up this year, and I was sad not to see her. But everybody else was there, and it was a great thing. Thanks to the staff, and in particular Faye Collins, our board advisor, who always makes a cake and ices it particularly for this occasion and lots of other occasions. She did a library cake once, which was a row of books, and but the staff put a huge amount of effort into the production of this occasion, and I'm really grateful for the things that they do in that regard.
We've got Manuka.
Oh yeah, Manuka Cottage. In 2015, the manager of Manuka Cottage, Cheryl Ann Davies, and I looked at each other across the room when we were told that Manuka Cottage building would start in 2016, which it never did. We turned the sod the other day. This is just an amazing thing, and actually the community, you can't see the numbers that were there, but the community actually turned out for this because it's remarkable. We are in a park next door to one of the largest City Council social housing estates, and we're in the park that's adjacent to this, And Manuka Cottage, in other words, is going to be bang in the middle of the community and on a site where the children can play outside, which is just wonderful. And we're delighted to do it. Cheryl Ann is on the left of me just there. And we're delighted to have it. And Alan Hudson turned the sod with the spade, and he is a redoubtable person who has led the community in so many respects and sustains St Mary's, where Manuka Cottage has been residing all these years. We are thrilled that it started. It's only going to be a modest cottage, but it will be a wonderful asset to the community. Don't take any notes of the pictures. Just talk about, I think it's Hunsbury next.
We've got a little bit just, there's also been an outreach programme from the libraries, so this is just music in your library as well, so just, there's a few photos from that up in front of you, which is, just a great outreach programme. I'm going to do a shameless plug for Huntsbury as well. Huntsbury have got 100-year celebrations this coming weekend. We've got a local legend there called David Drayton. I think a few of you would have met him and heard of him. So just want to give them a plug. So this is a 100-year celebration, which is going to be in the reservoir up on Huntsbury Hill. We've got a Friday night event, which is a wine and cheese, and we've got a garden party in the reservoir from 1 till 5 on Saturday. So if you're free at the weekend, come down and celebrate with them, because they've just got such a great community going on Huntsbury Hill. So it'd be a joy if you can make it.
Yeah.
That's worth going for.
One of my thrills in Hunsbury was seeing a woman loading a sheep in the back of her station wagon at the bottom of Hunsbury Hill one day, and she carted it up to the top of the hill where I was walking my dog, and she lets it out to graze at the top of Hunsbury Hill, and she does it every day. There's another photograph somewhere, I think. Do I need to press a button?
I think that's...
The Lalunga Night Market. This was the Lalunga Night Market in Rowley, based at Rowley School, where there was a whole bunch of different foods produced by various members of the community, and the next one's going to be on the 28th of February 2020. Thank you. That's about it. And we didn't have any Part A's, and we didn't have anything really formal to present to you.
Very good, but it's a very good report all the same. So,
Thank you.
well, it is. It's a really good report. I just love the fact that we're bringing all the community boards in to actually make these presentations, because, from time to time you do challenge us on things, Carolyn. I know you do. But the thing is that you also, all of you, come and tell us about the great things that are happening in the wider community, and I think it's really important that we get that overarching view of what a great city we have. So
that's the joy of being on a community board, is that connection with the community. It's a great joy.
Absolutely. You'd like to move it, and seconded by Tim. So Melanie and Tim Scandrett. Are there any questions, any discussion? Yes, you can make a comment.
With the edible gardens, I went for about an hour. I got an hour and a half on Monday to do a wee bit of a tour, judging 2 places, and that was quite cool just to go and say I went to see Eddington Farm and the Sisters of Mercy. There's a woman there who it's on Spencer Street in Addington, and there's a bunch of units for retired nuns, and there's one woman and then another one who do all the gardens all the way round, and she took us around the whole thing, flowers and vegetables, just all intermingled. And then I had to do some snaps themselves, and I was told to do some other stuff as well, but it's incredible what people do, so I was really pleased to be able to do that.
And I forgot to mention that it's to our credit, our board's credit, that sustainable is in the title, because we fought for it to be in the title. We never wanted it to be about the largest pumpkin. We want it to be about sustainable gardening in our communities.
Yeah. I have lots of vegetables, but I wouldn't enter because I've probably got a conflict and heaps of fruit actually this time.
I have
So
some
I've got quite a good garden this year. Anyway, that's
They're all within the 10 minutes, so that's acceptable. I'll put that motion. All those in favour say aye. Those opposed say no. That's carried. Thank you very much.
Thank you.